Happiness and confidence are the prettiest things you can wear. Life is like walking, you take one step at a time. Be yourself, chase your dreams, and just never say never. That's the best advice I could ever give someone. When we meet someone and we fall in love, we don't ever imagine that it's going to end. You can't have a better tomorrow if you keep thinking about yesterday. There are two different categories of love. The first category is called a fairy tale. The second category of love is called just another lesson. Life is like walking, you take one step at a time. Don't ever regret being honest. Period. There are two ways you can go with pain. You can let it destroy you, or you can use it as fuel to drive you. To truly love is to have the courage to walk away and let the other person who wishes to be free go, no matter how much it hurts. No matter what happens in life, be good to people. Being good to people is a wonderful legacy to leave behind. I suffer from girl next doorness, where the guy is friends with you and that's it. Life is like walking, you take one step at a time. I think that personality traits that come through when somebody is really sincere is what makes them beautiful. I took a chance, I took a shot, and you may think I'm bulletproof, but I'm not. You took a swing, I took it hard. And down here from the ground I see who you are. People haven't always been there for me, but music always has. Everybody has that point in their life where you hit a crossroads and you've had a bunch of bad days, and there's different ways you can deal with it, and the way I dealt with it was I just turned completely to music. I'm intimidated by the fear of being average. I never want to change so much that people can't recognize me. Just be yourself. There is no one better. It's hard to fight when the fight ain't fair. Words can break someone into a million pieces, but they can also put them back together. I hope you use yours for good, because the only words you'll regret more than the ones left unsaid are the ones you use to intentionally hurt someone. The lesson I've learned the most often in life is that you're always going to know more in the future than you know now. There's more to life than dating the boy on the football team. If you're horrible to me, I'm going to write a song about it, and you won't like it. That's how I operate. And when someone apologizes to you enough times for things they'll never stop doing, I think it's fearless to stop believing them. It's fearless to say you're not sorry and walk away. You can write a book on how to ruin someone's perfect day. Being fearless isn't being 100% not fearful. It's being terrified, but you jump anyway. You're an expert at sorry and keeping the lines blurry. You can walk away and say we don't need this, but something in your eyes says we can beat this. Giving up doesn't always mean you're weak. Sometimes you're just strong enough to let go. So don't you worry your pretty little mind because people throw rocks at things that shine. Ours. The way you walk, Way you talk, way you say my name. It's beautiful, wonderful. Don't you ever change. The only one who's got enough of me to break my heart. It's never been about trying to look well behaved. It's just how I am. I guess it's a weird thing to be 19 and not ever have been drunk, but for me, it just feels normal because I don't really know any other way. I don't know if I'd be comfortable getting wasted and not knowing what I've said. That doesn't mean when I'm older I won't have a glass of wine. I just don't think it's such a strange thing for me not to be wasted all the time. I've wanted one thing for me whole life, and I'm not going to be that girl who wants one thing her whole life, then gets it and complains. I've learned that you can't predict love or plan for it. For someone like me who is obsessed with organization and planning, I love the idea that love is the one exception to that. Love is the one wild card. We should love, not fall in love, because everything that falls gets broken. Be that strong girl that everyone knew would make it through the worst. Be that fearless girl, the one who would dare to do anything. Be that independent girl who didn't need a man. Be that girl who never backed down. Fearless is getting back up and fighting for what you want over and over again. Even though every time you've tried before you've lost. Turns out freedom ain't nothing but missing you. If they don't like you for being yourself, be yourself even more. Life isn't how to survive the storm. It's about how to dance in the rain. I don't let nobody see me wishing he was mine. I've always been a hugger. If we all hugged more, the world would be a better place. So watch me strike a match on all my wasted time. As far as I'm concerned, you're just another picture to burn. I've found time can heal most anything, and you just might find who you're supposed to be. You made a rebel of a careless man's careful daughter. You are the best thing that's ever been mine. I haven't had that one great love, which is good. I don't want that to be in the past. I want it to be in the future. But no matter what love throws at you, you have to believe in it. You have to believe in love stories and Prince Charmings and happily ever after. That's why I write these songs. Because I think love is fearless. She thinks I'm psycho 'cause I like to rhyme her name with things. I'm captivated by you, baby, like a fireworks show. At some point you have to forget about grudges because they only hurt. In high school, I used to think it was like so cool if a guy had an awesome car. Now none of that matters. These days I look for character and honesty and trust. If you're the girl that needs a boyfriend, and once she loses that boyfriend needs to replace it with a different boyfriend, it's just this constant stream of boyfriends all the time. I don't feel like I ever want to be that girl. I want to be the girl that when she falls in love, it's a big deal and it's a rare thing. You have people come into your life shockingly and surprisingly. You have losses that you never thought you'd experience. You have rejection and you have learned how to deal with that and how to get up the next day and go on with it.